See, community medicine, as we all know, that it's a very volatile subject, very difficult to remember. The subject and portions are very large, and students most of the time tend to get confused. But what we have most of the times is a collection of reference textbooks. So we need to practice more, get in more information, go online, be abreast with the latest developments, and keep practicing and repeating and going through once over and over again, so that it's easier for students to get it through. And they need to understand the concept rather than try to understand the text.
The best is before the class you should read and come that particular chapter so that you will understand better. And at the same day you have to revise it. You have to revise that chapter after going to your respective hostel or college or home. You have to read about that topic.
I guess pharmacology should be taught in a very practical way, because most of the teaching, whatever the teaching which happens in the classroom should be applied clinically. So from our point, from our side, we make all efforts to design the practicals in such a way that it is applicable clinically. But it is at the students also should make an effort to apply themselves when they go to the clinical side.
Teaching, see, that is one thing, that is the only time I will get good interaction with the student in my classes. Otherwise, hardly, because they see in our setup, it is something different. See, clinicians, of course, they come across patients, there is human to human touch. But when it comes to our pharmacology, especially para-clinical, it is only during lecture classes we get some time for interaction with the students and ourselves can interact.
Teaching for us, particularly in forensic medicine, we are the only live people we are interacting. So that is very awesome. It's really very like all our sorrows. We work in that department where we daily deal with sorrows. So we are very lively students.
Teaching, you see, one thing is, it is a two-way process. It is not one way. We are not transferring knowledge, but we are also, in the meantime, we are trying to learn. The more the student interaction you have, the more the questions you get, it refines your way of understanding things. So as a student, the way you learn will be quite different, even though it is the same subject, when you teach. So you will have a different perspective when you become a teacher rather than when you are a student.
We interact with so many students, not only our students, even outside students students also we interact. And magistrates come here, police officials they come here. It's quite good because we only deal with them.
Teaching is it's the happiness on the students' face when they understand the concept. I guess they're more marks oriented. I mean, I say that it's not bad to be in the race, but at the end of the day you're going to be a doctor. Marks won't be counting you when you're sitting in front of your patients. It is your practical knowledge about the drugs and the disease and how well you can coordinate both the things and come out with a proper solution. That's what matters. And I feel that the students should look at that way and study rather than just for the marks.
So exactly I can't pinpoint. Maybe so they take forensic medicine very casually. That might be the reason. So on practical approach they won't follow. I think they have in their mind forensic is dry. I don't know. Maybe that is the reason.
It was very difficult to go through biochemistry subject, especially understanding the Krebs cycle, citric acid cycle, and various other things. It becomes difficult to go through at an undergraduate level when you just joined in MBBS and you have to go through all those things. So the way how we need to put it, to take it step by step, was taught to by my teachers in JSS Medical College, especially how easy it is to remember those things. Based on those guidelines only, even now, at this day, we can really relate as what is the output and what is the thing which goes into the cycle and what is the thing you need to know.
We prepared everything. Police gave us for the exhumation. So full battalion went. When we opened the body, it was a very big corpse of a very big dog was lying.
You all of you are reading Tripathi. That is the book I too recommend. But still, even Padmaja is also good. Padmaja Udaya Kumar. That book is also good. See, any book is okay. See, that doesn't mean that you have to stick to that particular book. Any book, as long as you understand that book and you are happy with that book, it is okay. But one advice from my side, that is my feeling, that you have to stick to one book. Don't jumble some 4 or 5 books, and it becomes difficult because you have to read other subjects, no?
There are lots of books, but personally I would prefer at an undergraduate level, apart from Park, you should go through Rothman's and Leon Gardis. Along with this, you can always keep yourself abreast with the latest information from the WHO and the CDC website.
Best books, I feel it is Kadzan for the undergraduates. I guess Goodman and Gilman is too much for the UGs. I would suggest Satoskar is good for Indian scenario. He gives a lot of disease-oriented approach for the common diseases. So that's good. And Tripathi, for passing exams, of course.
See, Indian author, obviously V.V. Pillai, because it contains everything. Toxicology, very good approach, and it's edited very regularly, unlike many other books.
Indian authors, Uma Tirthan or even V.V. Pillai is good for toxicology.